Woolworths' first half results to the end of December are the tale of a high-end retailer having to reposition itself as its customers buy down. Retail turnover is up only 8%, although profit and earnings are considerably better through the sale of its financial unit into the joint venture with ABSA. Group CEO Simon Suzman says the pressure on top-end retail is a worldwide phenomenon.
What I find interesting when we talk about our customers have been hit the hardest is that this pattern has happened in the top-end retailers around the world. So if I look at the UK, if I look at the US, if I look even at Australia where we're trading, at the bottom, Aldi's, the Primarks, the value players are pumping, absolutely pumping, doing very well out of this. The fashion players, H&M, Zara, are doing okay with a customer base that's less burdened by the economic constraints, and as long as they have a job, they're going to spend. And the top-end players, whether it's David Jones, even Myer in Australia, John Lewis, Marks and Spencer, the old top-end departmental stores, Saks, Neiman Marcus, really struggling.
Suzman admitted to store cannibalization, so only 10 stores will be added to the mix in the next 6 months. He said the group only had 5 unprofitable stores, 2 older ones that will be shut, and 3 new ones, 2 of which had uncertain futures. Despite the economic pressure on the business, Suzman still managed to keep a sense of humor when introducing his financial director.
In this market, we are very fortunate now to have an extremely strong balance sheet, and that's no bad thing in this economic crisis. So that's the sort of overview that I wanted to give. I'll summarize at the end, and I'd like to hand over to Norman to talk to us about men's shirts and ties.
The country road side of the business has proved a major success, as has the financial services joint venture and the increased cash on the balance sheet. Suzman's ultimate confidence was expressed by his feelings on the 2 countries in which Woolworths operates.
If there were 2 economies that you might choose to be retailing in for the next 5 years, they are both these economies. This country here, as we stabilize ourselves, is still going to benefit from this incredible explosion of new consumers that had started 7 or 8 years ago, and we see that continuing in the long term. And Australia is very much of the pure first world countries, in my view, the promised land. It's right next to Asia, and as we get through the commodity cycle there, so the Australian economy will continue to grow.